Well, we made it. Well, maybe we made it. I guess it depends on how you're doing right now. I know that just a little while ago when we had to adjust to daylight savings time, I almost refused. Like many of you, I didn't want to give any more time to the year 2020. I was done. I wanted the year to end there so we could move forward, hoping that by reaching the milestone of a new year, we would signify all the problems from this year were over. I know, wishful thinking. But do you really blame me? I mean, really. You were probably thinking the same thing, weren't you? But here we are, at the cusp of a new year. So many things have happened over the course of the past 12 months. Some we would like to forget, while others we want to remember forever. Sure, we began a fight against this virus back in March. Some will say even earlier. We've endured stay-at-home orders, mask wearing, intensely washing our hands, the elimination of group events, sporting events, concerts, programs, even in-person school learning. We also learned how to worship online and how to care for one another when we can't visit. So many changes, so many things we needed to relearn, and yet, here we are. I don't know about you, but this past year has been filled with celebrations for me and my family. I mean, right as the virus was beginning to affect our daily lives, I passed my ordination interviews. The next step in becoming full elder in the United Methodist Church. While I still wait for the celebration service where the bishop will lay hands on my head and give me the charge that ordained clergy look forward to. I was also accepted into a doctoral program at the University of Dubuque Theological Seminary, focusing on the revitalization of the church. This begins in January. Also this year, my daughter Stephanie, after months and months of planning, married her high school sweetheart, Kyle. While this was an adjusted venue and a reduced number of attendees, the ceremony was wonderful. I shared reflections about this journey, culminating on that special date on my blog titled The Journey. And then after all that excitement, we found out that Kyle passed his bar exam in December. And Jessica began her college life online, and we celebrated a year here in Elgin. Oh yes, and together we've merged Wesley and Epworth UMCs into Journey of Hope. There is so much to celebrate this year, regardless of the circumstance around us. I wonder what your celebrations are. Can you name those special times this year when you celebrated? What joys did you experience? I'm reminded of Paul's words to the church in Philippi. I can do everything through him who gives me strength. No matter what is going on around us, we can endure, persevere, and be strengthened because God is with us. As we've just celebrated this Christmas, Emmanuel, God is with us. And so maybe we look back on 20, not at all the problems and craziness, but reflecting on what God has been able to accomplish in spite of everything. I mean, here's to seeing where God will lead us in 2021. Are you ready to go? Are you ready for this new year? Are you ready to see where God is going to lead us this year? From the Field Journal, December 30th. So close to the new year.